Welcome to another episode of the Tailgate Talk, man. It's your boy Teroy, man, the fanatic. And man, as Nick Rice says, it was never a doubt that the Eagles were going to win. Nah, I'm playing. It was never a doubt, but it wasn't a good win, bro. Let's just keep it a buck. It was not a good win. As an Eagles fan, I am worried that this will turn into 2023. And as Eagle fans remember, 2023, we lost the Super Bowl. The season before we lost the Super Bowl, we started off 10-1. Offense didn't look good, and we just went down that supernatural funk. At least now, the defense isn't like the defense was horrible that year, right? And the defense isn't horrible. The defense is pretty well. We'll see. I think the defense is good, but we'll have a good test. Kansas City, in my opinion, wasn't that much of a test because they had Mahomes, but they had no wide receivers. Hunter and Kelsey, and you got Hollywood Brown and Thornton because Rashid Rice and Xavier Worthy is out. But we got the Rams this week, so we will see exactly how good our defense is. But the offense, man, like I'm gonna give Kevin Patullo some time because he's still new. Right, we didn't look that great with Kellen Moore the first couple of weeks, so I'm gonna give him till about. Let's see here. I will give him until week 6, Thursday Night Football against the Giants, because we got the Rams at home, Buccaneers on the road week 4, and then we got the Broncos at home. The Broncos have a good defense too, and the Colts was able to kind of get to them a little bit. So I'm gonna give him the week 6. If he ain't got, if it's still the same dink and dunk shit by week 6, it's a problem. Like, we have 2 premier wide receivers. Like, air the ball out, bro. Like, air it out. Let's air it out, man. But overall, man, Eagles are 2-0. This is your weekly. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? This is your weekly breakdown with the Birds. Yeah, man, the Eagles ain't impressed me. They did enough to win. I'm kind of worried that this team, I see them going down a chief trajectory of last year to where they're in a lot of these close games and they just find a way to win. I don't think that is sustainable in the long run. Like, I mean, I think a lot of games are going to be close because, you know, we got a tough schedule. But, yeah, it's not sustainable winning all these close games because in the following year you don't win as much. I don't think the offense is sustainable the way it's playing right now. Like, Jalen only had 100 yards passing, bro. Like, that ain't, like, don't get me wrong. That we got to work on that. Like, we gotta work on that, bro. Like, we gotta find a way to get some of our receivers involved, bro. Cause we got plenty of good receivers, but Eagles won 2017. There wasn't a doubt that. There was never a doubt when I felt like the Eagles were going to lose. I felt like they were in control of the game. Even if the Chiefs had scored off that, even if the Chiefs would have scored in that drive where Travis Kelce had dropped the ball and it popped up and Mukumba had picked it up and ran it back. First of all, shout out to Mukumba, man. Like, that rookie's good. And I had a feeling he was going to be good. I don't know why Sidney Brown was starting, but Mukumba's going to be good. Wait till he gets comfortable. But it was a good sign to see Saquon get the run touchdown early on. The Chiefs did a very good job of bottling up Jalen Hurts. What he was able to do versus the Cowboys, he was not able to do versus the Chiefs. The Chiefs did a very good job bottling him up, and the offense for that matter. I wasn't expecting the defense to slugfest. I was expecting us to really, like, open the playbook and be able to score on them. I felt like, okay, Patullo ain't want to so much open up the playbook against Dallas because you got the Chiefs coming up, Super Bowl rematch. But all this, it's just a bunch of screens. Like, I understand, like, nobody's really getting open, but also feel like that's because of the scheme. Like you have to start scheming some people open. Run different routes, bro. It's only a slant, a drag, a screen, and a go route. You know what I'm saying? Do something different, man. Like we got too many good receivers, and this is our window. We're not beating Green Bay with this offense. I can tell you that right now, and that's what concerns me. But yeah, man. So the Eagles scored first with 46 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Saquon Barkley with a 13-yard rush, and then the Chiefs missed a field goal. Right, they missed a field goal, and then they made a field goal to go up to be down 7-3. Then they scored a touchdown to go up 10-7. And then right before the half, we go up 10-10. Once the halftime, I was like, yeah, bro, we're going to win this game 10-10. Like, they're giving us our best shot. We're not even playing that great. And then we hit another field goal in the third quarter with 11 minutes, 28 seconds left. I think that was when the Chiefs said, because the Chiefs had made a couple mistakes. Like if I'm Andy Reid, I don't know why I go for it in my own end zone, in my own territory on on fourth down. And that's how the Eagles end up going up 13-10. And then the Chiefs end up having the interception. Okuma brings it back. We scored that touchdown off the tush push. And then they scored a late touchdown, which really gave Mahomes the most of his yards. Patrick was 16 to 29 for 187. And you really take away that 49-yarder, he was let's just say 187 minus 49. So he was really 16 well, if you take that away, he was 15 to 28 for 138. And Jalen was 15 to 22 for 101. He had 2 sacks. They were blitzing him all game. But this game had a very eerily feel to the last time we was in our head, the Monday night game. We just didn't make a mistake. And Devontae Smith came down with the long pass. We was able to win that game. That was like the second to last game we won, I think. Because then we played Buffalo, I think, the week after and won that. Then we started to slide. The defense I'm fine with. The pressuring. Mahomes, had a few scrambles, but that's because they don't have a run game. But I'm just not cool with how the offense is playing. And I don't know if it was just, okay, we got a lead, let's not make the mistake, and let's just get out of here with a win. But we got to open up the playbook, man. We got too many good teams that will put up points. Like Denver can put up points. Tampa can put up points. The Rams can put up points. And I'm still worried about Adoree Jackson. Why is he still in the damn game? Because if we got to play the Rams next week, if he's in the game, Devontae Adams will shred us. We got to score points. And the Rams got a good defense. We got to start scoring points, man. Control the clock. You know what I'm saying? I do not think this offense is sustainable enough to win a Super Bowl going the way that it's gone. But we are 2-0. I will take that. Even last year, we didn't start off great. We started off 2-2. The offense looked kind of stagnant. But, I'm about to start being like, about to start telling Howie, listen, y'all need to hire your offensive coordinators because Nick promoting from within, yeah, this not working. I don't know if this is how Nick Sirianni wants to run his offense, but this shit is not even necessarily as boring. It's just like, what do we have 2 good receivers for if we're not using them? You know what I'm saying? AJ had 5 catches for 27 yards. Average of 5.4 yards a reception. It really ain't that bad, but 5.4 ain't that bad. But he had 8 targets, and his longest catch was 8 yards. And then you had Devontae Smith, 4 receptions, 53 yards, and he had that 28-yarder reception that set up the basically the game ceiling touchdown. But I don't know if it was because they didn't want to, Dallas Goedert wasn't there because you ain't want to go up, you ain't want to use the middle of the field. But that's where the Chargers were chilling the Chiefs last week, was the middle of the field. So I'm thinking, okay, we get slants over the middle of the field, attack, and nothing. It's just like, bro, what are we doing? But a win's a win. Jalen still doesn't have a passing touchdown. And Alex, I'm going to wait till about week 6 to give Patullo some time. Nick Sirianni did say that they're focusing on implementing explosive plays this week, so I hope that is the case. But bro, we've had I would say the schedule was Dallas is always going to be hard opening day, no matter we're the Super Bowl champs or not. They're not afraid of us. Then we had the Chiefs, and I knew that I was hoping this game would be a blowout, but I knew that this game would be close because we just put up 40 on their heads in the Super Bowl, and they just got put up. What they just got, defense just got all passed through the game before. So I knew they were going to come out and play a good game. I knew it was going to be slugfest. I just wish our offense played a little better. I'm overall happy with the win. Impressed by the defense. I'll be even more impressed to see how they do next week. But hey, man, we gotta get it together, bro. We have got to get it together because it's not looking great. But yeah, we did a good job stopping the run. Chiefs, which I figured like they would. I know the Chiefs have some offensive line issues, but we just like the defense played well. And to be honest with you, Macumba, right? Yeah, Macumba. If he don't get trucked by Mahomes, I don't think they scored that. I don't think the drive they scored a touchdown on. I don't think they scored a touchdown on that drive because he had got, I think it was like a third down and he had got trucked and Mahomes was able to break free off the tackle or whatever. But I was impressed by Macumba. Like I said, defense played solid. And this is just more so mainly a continuation of last year about the offense. Like, how are we going to get the offense going? I'm not asking for an explosive offense. I'm asking for better route running, not even better route running. Scheme the plays open. We keep, like, I don't want this to be, this is part of the reason why 2023 was so frustrating. We became predictable. Run, slant, whatever. Mix it up. I think it was like 93% of the time we were in shotgun, it was a pass or something like that. And when we're under center, it was a run. Mix up the plays, do something. I don't want it to become predictable. Then it's going to be hard. And this was, I know it's still early, but this was kind of like a telling sign a little bit because the Chiefs did a good job bottling up Jalen Hurts. What do you think the Packers are going to do? Have a spy on Jalen Hurts, probably bottle him up. You know what I'm saying? We got to figure it out, man. We got two good receivers and a running back and a good tight end and a good offensive line. We got to play better on offense. We winning these games the way that we're winning them. Now, granted, the first game before the weather delay, the offense had ran up and down the field, which is cool, but it's also Dallas. As you can see, the Giants was throwing all on Dallas, right? And we wasn't able to throw on them. We was able to run on them. So I just want to see this team do better, man. I like, you know what I'm saying? I'm happy with the win. We won 3 straight against the Chiefs. The game was ugly. I figured it was going to be an ugly game, but it was never a moment where I didn't think that we were going to win. We were going to lose the game. I never once said like, oh, snap, we're in trouble of losing. Nah, I just felt like the Chiefs didn't have enough to beat us, right? I don't think the Chiefs had enough to beat us. So, and I felt like with the Eagles, it was more so once we got the lead, once we was up 13-10, let's just play mistake-free football. And even though these games have been ugly, that's been the reason why we've been winning. Because I think we're like over this, 17-game stretch, I think, or this winning streak that we've been on, we've had 39 takeaways and only 8 giveaways. That's impressive. That's impressive. But I need us to do more. I would like to see Barkley have 100 yards. I would like to see, hey, listen, can we get Jalen to throw for like 220, 250 at least? At least give me 220. Like I'm saying, like, you know what I'm saying? Get Smitty involved, get like, it helps out the offense so much when you get Smitty involved, you get AJ involved, you get Dallas involved, hell, even get Jahan Dotson involved, because they can't just focus on the run, right? And then on top of that, you kind of negate the spy of Jalen Hurts because then he could run. And Jalen Hurts is really good with running with his legs, with using his legs to run, getting the first down, so that extra stuff. So that's what I want to see from this offense. But overall, man, good win. I knew it was going to be gritty. At the end, Chris Jones was talking shit to Jalen, which I'm just like, bro, you lost. Just, you know what I'm saying? Just leave it be. Y'all was talking all trash when y'all was trying to go for that 3-peat. Oh, we going to do this. We going to do that. X, Y, and Z. Bam, bam, bam. I just want to see a cleaner game, a more dominant game on offense, like a better game on offense. Because I don't think with our schedule, I don't even know, to be honest with you, if we're going to dominate the Giants. I think we can beat Giants. I don't know we'll dominate because of the simple fact that Adoree Jackson is trash. Why isn't Bennett in the game, Vic? Why isn't Vic Fangio putting Chikori or whatever his name Bennett in the game? Like, we need another number 2 cornerback because Adoree Jackson ain't it. On the one play where Mahomes overthrew Thornton, he burned the shit out of Adoree. I was like, what the fuck is this? What is Adoree doing? Like, what is he? Why is he getting burnt? Like, he reminds me of Byron Maxwell. If Eagle fans remember him when we thought he was going to be good, and this man was just getting toast, bro. Like, I'm upset. I was hoping that Ringo would have made the team. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I have more faith in Ringo than I do in Adoree. So, like, we need to get another cornerback bad. We need to address that in the offseason if we can't, or in the trade if we can't get nobody. Why haven't we signed Stephon Gilmore? That's what I would do. Sign Stephon Gilmore. He's serviceable back there. We should have just kept Slay. Honestly, we should have just kept Slay, and we would have been fine. But, yeah. Overall, if I had to give a grade for this Eagles team, for this game, once again, I'm a fair, objective Eagles fan. I'm going with a C-. Only because the offense has not been playing up to par. I can't give them a B or A, and the defense is doing well, and the offense isn't. Like, 100 yards passing, bro, is horrible. Total yards of offense. Like, what was their total yards of offense, bro? Eagles only had 216 total yards of offense, bro. We had 4 passing first downs, 9 rushing first downs. We were 5 for 14 on third down, 1 for 1 on fourth down, and first down for penalties, we had 3. We had only, see, that's how you know it's a slugfest. We had 10 drives, they had 9. We only had 3.7 yards per play, they had 52. It was really less than 100 because Jalen got sacked. We really had 94 passing yards. Like, now rushing, we had 122 yards, but that was on 34 attempts. And because what did Saquon have? Saquon had 22 for 88, right? And then AJ Dillon had 3 for 19. Jalen Hurts had 9 for 15. Then we had the time of possession. We won the time of possession. It was 32 minutes, 34 seconds to 27 minutes and 26 seconds, which I was saying in the preview was the best way to beat Mahomes was to keep the ball away from him. And I am confident that if the game's on the line with 3 minutes or less, the 3 minutes, with 2 to 3 minutes left, Jalen could get us down the field and win because he did it. He's done it in the Super Bowl. I think it was maybe like 4 or 5 minutes left. He marches down the field to score, and I think it was tied, right? Yeah, I think it was tied in the Super Bowl that we lost. But I am even more confident that if we had the ball with under 3, if we had the ball with about 4 minutes left, I'm confident the other team's not seeing that ball back. I think that is one of Jalen Hurts' specialties. I don't think Jalen Hurts will be like a. Chris Broussard said this on First Things First. His legacy will be winning, not stats, and I agree because I don't think Jalen Hurts will ever just be a marksman from the pocket. Like, hey, we about to. I'm about to shred and dice you up for about 300 yards. Like, I don't think he'll ever be that person. I think he can have those games, but I don't think for him it's all about winning. He could care less about the stats. I just want to see a more efficient offense. I could care less about the stats too. I just want to win back-to-back Super Bowls. But I just want to see a more efficient offense. Let's get the efficiency going. You know what I'm saying? Get the wide receivers involved. Can we throw for at least 200 yards, please? Because this right here is not sustainable. 15 for 22 for 100 yards. We're not winning games. We won 2-0. The main thing is to just win. It's still early. We got to keep improving. But this offense is not sustainable. We need to open up the playbook. Get back to what we was doing last year. We open up the pass play. Saquon will have more running lanes. I honestly believe that. We got to, create separation. The first 2 weeks, the wide receivers ain't been open. And I don't think that's necessarily been on the wide receivers. I think that's on this scheme itself. So we'll see. I know there's rumors going around if Mike McDaniels get fired, do we hire him as an offensive coordinator? I'm not really sure about that. I really want Shane Steichen, but I don't think he's coming back unless the Colts fall off the deep end. All right. But yeah, man, weekly recap with the Birds, man. We're 2-0. right? We got the Rams next week at home. That is a what's that? Is that a 1:00 game? A 1:00 game on Fox. So it'll be interesting, man. I'm not gonna complain too much. 2-0. Like I said, I give them a C grade. I'm hoping that we have a better showing on offense. This game, this Rams game coming up, I think it's going to test us because they have the weapons on offense and they have a very good pass rush on defense. So we'll see how the offensive line holds up. We'll see how the defense, the back end of the defense holds up. With if Mukumba can continue to play great, and how bad Adoree Jackson gets burned. I'm telling you right now, I really feel like Devontae about to have a 7 reception, 115-yard game if they put him on Devontae. Whoever he's on, he's getting burnt. We need to do better. But all right, man. It's your boy, the Fanatic, man. You know what I'm saying? Subscribe to the YouTube, man. Please subscribe to the YouTube and Instagram. I'm going to start posting more on Instagram. Right now, my TikTok has been the main one blowing up. But let me see here. Hold on. All right, Instagram, _tailgate.talk. I'll try to link it to my TikTok, but for some reason it ain't been working. If you want me to talk about a topic, man, hit me up on TikTok, the Tailgate Talk Pod, or email me at tailgatetalkpodcast@gmail.com. Subscribe to my YouTube, man, the Tailgate Talk Podcast, and Twitter's _tailgate TLK. I'm gonna start updating my social media on all of that, man. But at least let me get. I'm at 5 subscribers right now for YouTube. At least give me the 10. I got the momentum on TikTok, but it hasn't been translating over to the YouTube. So if you're on my TikTok, on the link above, you'll see where it is for my YouTube. Give me a shout. Give me a subscribe. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all, man. What's today? Tuesday. I'll probably see y'all Thursday or Friday for the preview with the Rams. We out. Peace.